Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Late Night Tips. Tonight, we're going to respond to requests by two viewers here on this channel who wanted to know how to resample on the Octatrack. Thank you very much for dropping those comments. I'll try to make a video whenever I can to respond to your requests. So thanks again. So we're going to look at resampling in the context of the Octatrack. And for me, the main purpose of resampling, which is sort of sampling things into the machine and then mangling them and then re-recording them into the machine once again. And the main purpose for me is to save tracks, or to stack effects on top of each other. So we're going to look at three major things. The first thing is going to be how to use neighbor machines on tracks, which is actually my preferred method. The second one is how to resample a track to stack effects on top of each other. And the third thing is going to be how to resample to save on tracks. So, for example, if I have 3 tracks occupied and I want to bounce them to one track, I can also do it with the Octatrack. So, let's get to it. Okay, so I have a very basic beat in here, which consists of 4 elements. I have the sampled MFB 522 drum machine, kick drum, hi-hat, and a snare drum. Very basic techno beat. And I'm adding some glitch tracks from the iPad using different field recorded sounds. So that's what it sounds like. So first of all, I'd like to use the internal effects of the Octatrack to modify the iPad glitch. So first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to record that into the Octatrack. Should be fairly easy. Let's see if it worked out. All right, we have it. So now, let's say I want to use the filter. To give it a more vocal sound. And maybe a compressor. To give it a little bit more oomph. Alright, so that's what I have. And now what I'm lacking is reverb. And obviously I can't use the reverb because I used up both of my slots in here for effects. So I can either resample this and then add effects, or I can use a neighbor track. Here we go, use a neighbor track, and now actually this track goes directly through neighbor. So as you can tell, this didn't mute it, only this did the job of muting. So now it's going through this track, and now I can add some reverb. Okay, so using neighbor tracks is actually my preferred way of stacking effects on top of each other for 2 reasons. First of all, then I can use 6 LFOs, and I use a lot of random waves on my LFOs, which are obviously lost when I resample. Second reason is, after I add some more instruments to the mix, I might want to change some of the settings, maybe the filter a little bit, and once it's resampled, I can't really do that. So that's my preferred way, but if I wanted to save and put some more instruments in here and save a track, what I would do, I would resample, and that's very simple. That's a very simple thing to do. So I go to, let's say I want to resample to track 7. I go to my recording menu, and you can tell in here it's already been done. So I remove the AB and CD, so I have no incoming signals mixed into that, so that there's no noise whatsoever, and I select source 3. And I go to let's say I want to actually resample with reverb. So I'm going to go to track 6 as my source. And just drop the trig. And here we go. Alright, so it has been resampled already with the reverb and with the filter and the compressor, and I can start messing with this a little bit more. So that's the first resampling technique that we can use. The second thing that you might be interested in would be how to resample all of those 3 tracks to one sample, how to bounce those tracks to one track essentially. And the strategy is pretty much the same here. So I'm going to go to, first of all, I'm going to make sure that they are sending the signal to main, not to Q. And I'm going to go to track 4 where I want to bounce those tracks. I want to go in here again, remove the inputs from here, and go to source, and just go to main. And actually right now, if let's say I want to just add some compression to it, so that it's already recorded with some compression, I can surely do that. So I go to here, just 1 bar, so it's 16, 1 bar, and here drop the trig. And let's check. Here we go. Cranked up the volume a little bit. And it's pumping with the compressor. It's been downsampled to this track. So that's it. Thank you very much for watching. That's how we resample on the Octatrack. We can do 3 things: neighbor to substitute for resampling, resample to save effects, to stack effects on top of each other, and third thing, we can resample to free up some tracks on the Octatrack. So thank you very much for watching. Make sure to subscribe to this channel for more videos, more tutorials, more jams coming every Monday. Drop any comments if you have any questions about the Octatrack or any other gear. I'd be more than happy to record a video for you and explain to the best of my ability how to deal with the issue you're having. That's it. Have a great night. Thanks.